Right now. So, John, I saw the local media poll, and you're the rare non-local, and you seem to be a little bit higher on the prospects of their results this season than some of the other local media guys. What led you to think that? I mean, it's not like you predicted them to be very good, but what gave you a sense of they're going to overachieve?
I don't even know if it's overachieving. I just think it's taking advantage of an absolutely disgustingly easy schedule. I mean, it's the ranked 31st in the league in winning percentage based on 2024 opponents. You know, between being in the NFC South, between trusting Brandon Staley as a defensive coordinator and the scheme, I think that's what really – I think it's a 4-win team trapped in a 6-win team's body because of how easy the schedule is. That was basically it. But what I will say is I was really close to picking 7 and 10. It was that close. And I get it. You got to play New England this year. They'll be better. The Bears will probably be better. The Giants will be better. But still, I mean, until I see it, I still, was thinking the way that I did. And also, I mean, the Saints' skill players, I mean, a trio of Shaheed and Olave and Alvin Kamara, I mean, that's enough to maybe sneak a couple extra wins in there. But the biggest thing that made me have 6 wins is the Saints are allergic to tanking. They will not tank. When the season is almost over, you got those final few games that you really need to lose, they will try to win those games. So that was another one that was tacked on for me.
John, I don't think we've talked to you since the decision to go with Spencer Rattler as the quarterback. Is that battle done and Rattler is ensconced there, or are they going to continue to monitor that? And if he plays poorly in the first 3-4 games, they could make a change there?
I mean, I don't think anything's fully permanent, but Kellen Moore did make it a point to say, Spencer's our guy. I don't want him, looking over his shoulder at the sideline if he makes a bad throw, which I don't know if this is indicative of what he did last year, but when I watched Spencer Rattler last year, whenever he would drop back, it seemed like he played very conservatively. He didn't want to make any mistakes. He was holding back. He was afraid. He didn't want Jake Hayner to, get those reps starting while Carr was hurt. Now, maybe Kellen saying that will also give Spencer more confidence to kind of grip it and rip it. But, yeah, I mean, he's the guy, and Shuck is behind him. And look, I mean, I think Kellen wants to firmly have that in there and name it and keep it that way. Now, again, if they're 0-4 and the offense looks awful, will they make a change? I mean, I feel like they might have to, but at this point, Kellen really wants it to be this way for this season.
It's a little unfair to me that some people reference Spencer Rattler's record as a starter last year. In the same breath, people say, bad team, lot of injuries, bad culture set by the coach, and yet also hold Spencer Rattler not winning a game in his stint as a starter in those circumstances against him. I don't think that's particularly fair. He's still a young quarterback too, and talented as well. People are kind of writing him off, and I don't think they should be.
He is younger than Tyler Shuck. Spencer Rattler, that experience he went through last year, 0-6 as a starter, offensive line depleted. When Eric McCoy did play, he had groin and elbow injuries. All of his receivers were out. You had Darren Rizzi in there as the head coach. It was a complete and utter, unmitigated disaster that he was in. That's the type of fire that you throw a quarterback into that ruins their development and that ruins their NFL career. The fact that he came out of that into this training camp and was consistent and really did vibe and understood Kellen's system quickly, it showed. Whatever you think of Spencer Rattler, he is one tough SOB. He's proved that. He's proved that all throughout his career. He got benched for Caleb Williams, had to resurrect his career at South Carolina. He was a 5th-round pick coming out, immediately buried behind Derek Carr on the depth chart. Came out of that, and the team still drafted a quarterback higher than any QB they've taken besides Archie Manning, and still he weathered those massive storms, came out of it, and earned this job. No matter what you think of Spencer Rattler, no matter what you think of the Saints, you have to at least admire his toughness. And I think that storm that you're talking about, Borky, from last year when they were 0-6, that was the most impressive thing that he overcame.
About 60 seconds left, John. What do you think about Sunday's opener with the Cardinals?
I think that 6.5 for a spread for Arizona is a little egregious. I think the game's going to be decided by a field goal at the end, and it's going to be really tight. I don't know why everybody is, so high on Arizona, and they're getting all of this praise and all these props. They were 8-9 last year. They got some nice, good, young defensive pieces. And also, they signed Josh Sweat. That's nice. And Gannon's defense, yeah, whatever. How about I just see it first? So I think it's going to be a really tight game, and we'll come down to a final drive. I think a 6.5-point spread is egregious.